This is the first step in this two-step paper process. Notice here that I have my imaging sheet with my image on it, again, the image being mirrored or reversed. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my transfer sheet that has the white base to it, and I'm simply going to lay my transfer sheet over my imaging sheet. Next, I'm going to swing my heat press over, and I'm going to heat press these two papers together at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 seconds with a medium. I'll swing out my heat press, peeling off the transfer sheet while it's still warm. As you can see on this attempt, we now have a solid white base over our printed toner on our imaging sheet. This solid white base means that we are going to have a successful transfer when we apply this image to our dark t-shirt. This is the result that we're looking for. Remember that all heat presses, while they might be manufactured the same way, are all going to act slightly different. So don't be surprised if it takes a few attempts for you to properly calibrate your heat press. So now that we have a solid white base over our printed toner on our imaging sheet, we're now ready to apply this transfer to our dark garment. Let's discuss some steps that you need to take to make sure that you get a successful application to your dark garment. The first thing I'm going to do is lint roll the surface of my t-shirt to make sure that there are no contaminants where my transfer will be applied. If there are any contaminants there, it might affect the way that the toner base sticks to the garment and might affect the durability. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat my t-shirt. Usually only takes about 5 to 10 seconds, and I don't even have to lock the press into position. I just want to make sure that I drive out any surface moisture that might be within the fabric material. Now that I have this t-shirt properly prepped, let's go ahead and apply this transfer. I'm going to position the transfer where I want it to appear on the garment, swing my heat press over, and heat press at 375 degrees for 30 seconds with a firm pressure. Once your timer goes off, what we want to do is let this backing sheet cool down to room temperature before we attempt to remove it from the t-shirt. If we try to remove this backing sheet while it is still warm, there's the possibility that some of the toner or some of the white base might stick to the backing sheet and not apply itself to the t-shirt, thus ruining your image. Now that our backing sheet has cooled down to room temperature, let's go ahead and peel it off with a slow, steady motion. And there is your finished result. Take a look at your backing sheet when you remove it from the t-shirt.